candidate wa NRM agenda okuwangula akalulu kano mu 2026 mu January ate nga yazza wangula ebbanga lyonna ye General Ssabawanguzi. We continue to welcome all of you that have trekked miles to come to this grand nomination rally to thank God for our candidates, to thank God for bringing us all together here. We want to thank our candidates for prize winning for NRM. We continue to welcome the various leaders, the historical members of NRM, those that started what we are enjoying today with the General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. They are here with us. Veterans from across the country are here with us. Because of what they did, we are, and we continue to thank them today, tomorrow, and every day. Then we thank the party leaders who have always done all that it takes to ensure that NRM wins. NRM wins! We want also to welcome our leader, the second Deputy Prime Minister, General Moses Sari, has also arrived on this grand occasion. General Moses Sari, you are most welcome. And all other members, we want to welcome the MPs, the members of our legislature. We also want to welcome all the flag bearers. Today we are having the presidential flag bearer has already been nominated. It has been the first with over 2.2 million signatures. But we also want to welcome the flag bearers for Parliament. You are most welcome. You are holding our flags, and we are sure that we are going to win this. We want to welcome the flag bearers for LOC5, the flag bearers for mayors, the flag bearers for the district councillors, the LOC3 councils, and everybody. So you are most welcome. Let's have some music as we continue to wait for our beloved leader. Katika conversion nguzi. Kwenda the best from Western Uganda. Yeah. Decades watu titande bigba wata pinga diteka ringa ditero tajeka ngadikwata muhuse tuwa amagina ninyesenge mari namuse watagwan horyachkara ninderbataka pata zeta sukupisha kachambonge bande asema sika zingishema darisema kakejane pisitama whatsapp winya kwenye gishema watapisi shema fetero tus tufanya kato chemani dia Nametachikabreka hirkoni moku kwa boga ahabuko mababa jambo ni saga friki ektaji kutempora omika hutomika Hashtag each sabo is on fire. Orupusera bamweze komu. Matmakozo karama. Kamabu turisabas. Kama karama kama kaka kidia pakustoka dira. Katosa kaka pude chere. Kamija. Kaka kuda kaka puba chere. Kamita kora irta pinga niga pinga chere. Satuno vichenge doko wanzaraka. Ojigo. Adiga nye nojiga mesamane. Nikofa wash. Kano chuma wando nye no tuare. Hadigai, Sigan, Bessamane. You have move on, and every Cambodia, doing it, Pavatare. Great you took on this one, so it's here. What you call it? Come on, yes. I feel about it talking to me. Let's set up it with a point. I feel about it talking to me. I'm so glad you're talking to me. I'm so glad you're talking to me. Since I make you feel right. Say, one day I'm so high. Yeah. One day I'm say, one day I could feel high. Every part of my on its own. Every part of my on its own. It's from some tuning. I said, okay, let's get over here. My God, I'm a thing. I can't come to my person. Scriptures, Sakwatachi, but for now, I was a baby. See, kind of. Go to Pasta, go to Rasta, go to Pascaza, go to somebody. Look at that time. No, no, we're kidding. No, 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 Boston. No, 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 horse. Papa, na girl, I'm a nice dude. Thousands of supporters of the NRM party who have already gathered here at Kololo Ceremonial Grounds. There is entertainment going on as they wait for the man of the day, the man of the show, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, who is now launching his bid for another term in office as the President of the Republic of Uganda, and he has already carried the flag of the NRM party. So far, delegates, including SEC members, from the NRM party have already here gathered at Kololo Ceremonial Grounds as they come to be part of this momentous occasion of celebrating the nomination anniversary of Yoweri Kaguta Museveni as they bid for another term in office. I'm going to be speaking to a few members of parliament here as we wait for the arrival of His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni Muhabura, who has been nominated by the Independent Electoral Commission of Uganda to seek for another mandate from Ugandans. Of course, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has promised that he will keep the momentum. He will pick it from where he left it in this ending term of office. And that means he is ready to serve Ugandans. And as far as the manifesto implementation is concerned, the president has filed his manifesto and he is assuring Uganda that in the coming term of office, that is 2026, 2031, he will focus on wealth creation. And this is the message he's going to come back here today. And therefore, we have been here several times trying to at least give you the updates, whatever the NRM party has been doing. And this brings us to this level where we join now the national race. The Honorable Javira, he also among the party supporters who have already gathered here at Kololo Ceremonial Grounds to wait for the party chairman, who is now officially nominated as the party candidate for the NRM party, to carry their mantle in coming 5-year term of office. Honorable Javira, I can't say you are not excited, but then what else are you bringing on board in this beginning race? Thank you very much. First of all, I am a product of all the core principles of the NRA.
One, which is patriotism. I am benefiting from patriotism. Two, socio-economic transformation. I'm a product of UPE, and that has also led me to to another pillar of Pan-Africanism, because after UPE after studying under UPE, I started a business where you could buy goods from Kenya to here, and now China to here, and then sell to Congo, Rwanda. That is Pan-Africanism. Those are the effects of Pan-Africanism. That's why we have to protect the games. I am so much excited with all my people from Rakai, my supporters and supporters of NRM, that our candidate, the party chairman, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, has been duly nominated as our flag bearer for presidency. We are so excited and we are willing to support him again so that we can keep the peace we have, so that the poor children like me who benefited from UPE and studied, now I'm a member of parliament. So we have to continue agitating for this so that people continue supporting the programs of the NRM, including parish development model, Mioka, Tandika, all others, youth capital, venture fund, women enterprise, women fund, all those funds in Uganda. I am so happy that we are going to keep benefiting from them when we vote for our. How much is President Museveni going to get from your constituency? Or this? Last time in my constituency, he got 57. I am hopeful that now we are going to raise the bar to 80%. I am pretty sure, and I will be updating you on that very question. Thank you. That has been Honorable Jagira speaking to us here, and you have heard what he has given Yoweri Kaguta Museveni in the coming general election. I just want to get one more member of NRM party here. We have one word from him, then we cross back to the broadcast house in Kampala. But of course, we have been informed already the President of the Republic of Uganda, who also happens to be the chairperson of the NRM party, and now the nominated presidential flag bearer and candidate of the NRM party, has already left State House Nakasero. He is on his way here for the ceremonial ground. We are coming here mainly for a thank you party and to launch the new phase of the what? Of the race, where President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, as I said earlier, will be seeking another mandate from Ugandans. We are here at Kololo ceremonial grounds. The weather seems to be still very favorable, but we want to pray that it doesn't disorganize us. We have seen in the previous engagements here, of course, that weather has not been part of the occasion to the extent of making us even pull off this broadcast from air. But of course, as we wait for another member of parliament, I think we can cross back to the broadcast house. Well, Jordan, Maureen, and the colleagues at broadcast house, let's hand over to the broadcast house, but we'll return in a few moments, and that will be as soon as we signal that His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni is making his way here at Kololo ceremonial ground. Just give me 1 minute. There's a member of parliament coming here. I don't want to make her go back. We had invited her. Let us just get a word of greeting from her. Then we call it the end of this podcast. Honorable Member of Parliament, kindly step here. Well, thank you for giving us your time and speak to us. We are waiting for the arrival of the party chairman, who is now the candidate. As ladies, as a member of parliament, if you are to speak about the candidate who has been nominated today, what can you say about him? Camera.
Yes. First of all, we are grateful for this day, for the nomination of our president. And we also appreciate the secretariat for the theme, protecting the girls. In all sectors, the president has done a lot. And when you see the population here, that means even in terms of number of supporters, we have been gaining throughout. Because of the achievements, therefore we want to consolidate. We want also to do more, especially in the sector of infrastructure, employment for the youth, and other sectors. So we are determined to win. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable. Well, we will end with Honorable Fadil Twaha here from the northern Uganda, who is also coming here, and he is a member of the Patriotic League of Uganda. Honorable, we are just going to make it very short. Yoweri Kaguta Museveni is now officially the presidential candidate for NRM party. 5-year mandate is what he's seeking again. What can we expect from this 5-year term of office, which you are launching today as a party?
Thank you very much. My name is Kola Fadil. I am the current member of parliament representing the people of Tingay County and Flat Bearer, and also a coordinator for PLU Sebei sub-region. Today we are here to nominate our beloved president, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni Tibahaburwa. We have tested his leadership. He has mentored us. He has done a lot of things. The peace that we enjoy in this country is because of him. And now he has mentored us. I know this time you have seen Patriotic League of Uganda now is working so closely with NRM. It signifies that the next government will be ours. It will be taken by our own chairman. And we are there. We are preparing ourselves. He has mentored us enough. We know that we are just there. We want to protect the gains. We are there to protect his gains. And what will for his gains to be recognized and be protected very well is when we support the Patriotic League of Uganda. So it means we are now going to be mentored enough. NRM is there to usher in our own party, Patriotic League of Uganda. So we are going to work for President Museveni. You have seen we have here all supporters from PLU, from NRM, all structures of NRM are here.
Just very, very shortly. Yes. What has Sepei gotten from this government? What is there to celebrate as you seek for another mandate?
As Sepei sub-region, we have gained a lot in NRM. As we speak, we have Kapchorwa Swam Road. It has, you know, it wasn't difficult to travel from Kapchorwa to travel from Swam to Kapchorwa. It will take you 4 days. As we speak right now, it takes you 30 minutes. And before NRM came to power, to travel from Sirongo to Kapchorwa, it will take you a week because the road was not tarmac. As you see right now, you can enjoy tarmac. Right now, you can travel from Sebei to Karamoja without anybody touching you. It means security gulu gulu. Thank you very much.
It's been Honorable Twaha Fadil and a member of the Patriotic League of Uganda. I want now to hand back. Before I hand back, let's cross over to Benadiga, still here at Kololo Ceremonial Grounds. He is also going to be engaging the members of the Central Executive Committee of the NRM Party as they also share their moments and insights about the candidate they have so far unveiled to the country and to the party supporters of the NRM Party. Back to you. Over to you, Benadiga.
And welcome to this special broadcast of the NRM nomination rally, because today is a good day for the NRM members. Their candidate, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, has been declared one of the first, actually the first presidential candidate to be nominated by the Electoral Commission. And as we speak, he's on his way here, but we want to get a picture of what happened at Luweza, where the nomination took place. And with me here is the Deputy Secretary General, Honorable Rosemary Namayanja, to try and find for us a picture of what happened at Luweza for those Ugandans who didn't watch the events there. Welcome to this broadcast.
Thank you so much. First of all, I want to tell Ugandans across the entire country that the beloved General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the president of Uganda, and the presidential candidate for NRM, has already been nominated very successfully. We want to thank the NRM members in millions that endorsed his candidature. We want to thank everybody that has continuously supported the NRM. But to also tell you that he's on his way here in Kololo, where we are witnessing multitudes and multitudes of Ugandans that have come to congratulate him for being the first person to be duly nominated, and to say that they are wishing him the best of success as he traverses the entire country. So what he's going to do here is just to tell Ugandans that all is now set for us to go for campaigns and to win this election as always.
Thank you so much. We understand that after his nomination, he made an address to the media that was there. What are some of those key highlights that you can share with us?
The key highlights, first of all, is for him, he has assured Ugandans of stability. He is responsible for the stability we enjoy. For the first time in the history of Uganda, we have never had gun silence. So, and one thing that he's going to ensure is that this stability, this peace, is going to be sustained. Then from there, it is financial inclusion. It is ensuring that we have economic stability. Is to ensure that, first of all, we protect what we have already achieved, but also do what is necessary to have a leap into the high middle income status.
Speaking about the leap into the high middle income status, we understand we've had several slogans and themes over the years. And this year's theme and slogan is about protecting the gains. To an ordinary Ugandan, what does this mean?
Protecting the gains, first and foremost, one of the gains, like I've said, is stability. And that is the game changer. Once we have stability, then we can do everything. So with this peace, we must protect it at all costs. Then we must protect the financial inclusion aspect that was started in the last term of the parish development model. 3.5 million Ugandans have accessed PDM. We just want to ensure that 10 million Ugandans households receive PDM. So that is, we want to protect it. We don't want another government to come and say we have another program, but this has already bore fruits, and we want to protect it and enhance it further. When you look at the road network, Uganda is opened up border to border. And once that is opened up, that means opening markets for Ugandans. So that is something we must protect. The health service delivery system has improved. We no longer have things like measles. We no longer have, even the syllabus was changed of the 6 killer diseases. They are no longer there. Those are things we must protect, but also sustain. When you look at the education system, we have graduates of UPE in the Ugandan parliament. So we must protect the enhancement in our literacy levels. And then everything that will be following up.
Could this be the reason as to why, as National Resistance Movement, you managed to mobilize over 2 million signatures from your supporters? Because we've had some candidates have had issues with the Electoral Commission. Their signatures bounced. Some of them did have the required number from the 3/3 of the country. How did you manage to make it within a short time?
First of all, Ugandans know what they want. Ugandans have seen the fruits of the NLM leadership. And we even had to apologize to those that did not endorse him. So when we took the signatures down the whole country, in just less than a week, they were all back. And others were complaining that they didn't sign. And we continue to apologize to them and to appeal to them to just ensure that on voting day, you just cast your ballot for General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, just stick where the bus is, and all is done. But that is we are able to do that because people have seen what NRM has done. PDM is not in one district, it's not in one region, but in every village in this country. They have seen it. Those are not just slogans, it is actual programs that are changing people's lives.
As we conclude, Honorable, we understand that this is the nomination rally. It's not a campaign rally, although some of his key highlights, as we head into the campaign, he will speak about them. What next after this rally?
After this rally, on the 30th of this month, our candidate will start the campaign rally. As usual, it is in Lubowa district. And you know everything that starts in Lubowa is a success. So he will be starting in Lubowa district, his first campaign rally. And from there, he will go to the north, he will go to the east, he will go to the west, and he will conclude his campaigns here in Uganda and with the final rally here at Kololo. And then we have all Ugandans said to vote for him.
As we conclude, what is your last message to the supporters and well-wishers of National Resistance Movement, those who are watching you live on TV?
To the supporters, to the members, to the well-wishers, and indeed to all Ugandans, I'm just calling upon you to vote General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. We know where he has brought us from. We know where we are. And we are convinced that it's only him that can lead us into the leap in the qualitative middle income status.
Thank you so much, Honorable Rosemary Namayanja. That has been Honorable Rosemary Namayanja, the Deputy Secretary General of the National Resistance Movement. And we continue this broadcast here at Kololo National Ceremonial Grounds, where thousands and thousands of Ugandans are still trickling in here to ensure that they are present when Yoweri Kaguta Museveni is addressing the people on his nomination rally. As the Secretary General said, this is a nomination rally, it's not a campaign rally. And therefore, campaigns will be beginning on 29th of this month in Lubowa, where his liberation war began from. So, as we continue this broadcast, we thank you so much for keeping it here. We shall be back. What is happening here and what are we protecting, especially the campaign theme for this year. Honorable, welcome to this broadcast.
Well, first of all, I want to begin by congratulating my president and my leader, whom I want to assure countrymen and women will win the elections. You've asked a very good question. What are we protecting? We must recall that the first issue we need to guard jealously is to protect the peace and security. Me speaking, I was born in an IDP camp in Teso because of the cattle rustling. The mere fact that by that time in the 80s, 83 and coming up, we didn't have peace and security. That peace must be guarded jealously. And I want to say this, the only person we are sure of, the country is sure of, who can protect and guard that peace jealously is Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. This has been seen by the way the whole country has been pacified of peace and security. We are actually now exporting peace to Somalia, to Congo, to South Sudan. This is one of the main achievements why we feel we need Yoweri Kaguta Museveni to lead us in 2026, 2031. The other issue which I want to talk about is economic recovery. Let's be realistic. The figures we are seeing today, we are no longer a low-income country. We are now a middle-income country. These gains are not by accident. These gains are delivered because of the visionary leadership His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has, and the way he manages the affairs of the country is one we cannot just wish away with. The other one, of course, which we are full again protecting, is the question of the liberalization of the education sector and the entire economy. Friends, as I speak today, the plan of government to serve a university in each and every sub-region in the country. I am in the education sector. Teso, I have Soroti. Kabale, there's Kabale University. Rwenzori, there's Mountain of the Moon. Marara and Kole, there's Marara Science. Universities are everywhere. So these gains are not ones who are just going to wash away with it. It's one issue which we are saying. We need Yoweri Kaguta Museveni to protect the gains we have made. The other one's in the sports sector.
Which is your sector?
Which is my sector.
You understand most now.
Friends, history has been made. A few months ago, we hosted AFCON. For the first time in the East African, these are the three countries. It was Yoweri Kaguta Museveni as the president who mobilized his colleagues of Kenya and Tanzania to have a joint bid to have CHAN here. And I confirm to you, the infrastructure developments which have been made is entirely to protect the gains of the NRM. And that's the reason why we're saying we need Yoweri Kaguta Museveni to be, and I call upon the young people. The investment government is making in the sports sector are quite enormous, and I can guarantee you, going forward, it has been a problem in terms of talent identification. But as of now, infrastructure is here, Teriet is there, Hoima is ongoing, Akibwa is ongoing, Nambole, we're beginning second phase. We are constructing training pitches across Kampala and Hoima region and northern Uganda. I want to call upon the young people. If you love sports, the only protector of sports talent identification is now Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, because the investments are here, and I want to call upon the people of Uganda. We are only protected by one candidate, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Forget about the jokers. I thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Minister for Sports, Honorable Ogwang. That has been Honorable Minister for Sports Ogwang, taking us through protecting the gains, especially in the sports sector. Here with me is the State Minister for Investment and Privatization, Honorable Evelyn Anite. We call her Honorable Investment. Honorable, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
You're welcome.
Our candidate has been nominated. How do you feel?
I feel excited, and I need to congratulate President Museveni for getting nominated again for this position. 40 years, and now we are running for another race of another 5 years, making it 45 years. I only pray that we clock the number 50 in power. And indeed, the nomination today is under the backdrop of a theme of campaign slogan that protecting the gains. And I want to say that, yes, it's a very on-spot slogan because we are protecting the gains of peace and stability. Uganda has been peaceful from the time the president came to power in 1986. He mentioned it very clear during the swearing in that it will be fundamental change. Indeed, we have seen fundamental change of peace and stability in our country for all these 40 years. Indeed, we have seen through industrialization, job creation. Point number 10 in the NRM 10-point program was that we shall build an integrated and self-sustaining economy. And I want to tell you, under President Museveni's regime, we have been able to achieve this because you can imagine only manufacturing alone, we have been able to create 1.2 million jobs. On top of that, Uganda that was dependent on imports of nearly every product from China, from Europe, from other countries, is now self-sustaining, that most of our products, whether it is sugar, whether it is meat, whether it's textiles, mentioning whether it is building materials, like tiles, all of them are being manufactured here. So we are spot on to say that we must protect these gains because all the gains that we have made in the last 40 years need to be protected such that we can be able to have more. We have been able to construct roads from one end of the country to the other, with the exception of few. Uganda has been connected from one corner to the other, but President Museveni, if given another chance, the remaining road infrastructure shall be done. Uganda has now surplus of electricity. We are going to make sure that this electricity is all consumed and additional electricity is generated. So I must say that it is high time that we protect the gains. Please, Ugandans, vote for President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni.
Speaking about job creation, we understand that your sector is among the best in creating jobs, industrialization. And today, His Excellency, the President, in his after his nomination, he spoke to the media and he spoke about people who are exiting Uganda, going to Dubai, to other Arab countries to look for jobs. He was like, no, you people shouldn't go. There are jobs here. What do you make of that statement by the president?
That statement of the president is in line with the fact that we are going to be building industrial parks, 25 industrial parks in all the zones of Uganda. So if the reason of Ugandans going out of the country is looking for jobs, I want to ask them to be very patient because Uganda is poised to take off. Uganda is going to be the best investment, is already the best investment destination in the whole of Africa. So in the next 5 years, all these 25 industrial parks will be built. So there will be no reason whatsoever for any Ugandan citizen to go out of Uganda to look for jobs. President Museveni is working day and night to ensure that we put money for infrastructure development, whether it is industrial parks in West Nile, in Acholi, in Karamoja, in the whole of Uganda. The zones have been there, and money for industrialization has been earmarked for industrial development. So those are jobs that are going to be employing Ugandans. You can imagine that in these 5 years, the past 5 years, we have been able to create 1.2 million jobs with all the 50,000 factories. So you imagine if we give Uganda more time, if we give President Museveni another Kisanja, which I am sure that Ugandans are going to give him, I want to tell you that unemployment is going to be history.
Thank you so much. As we conclude, what is your last message to Ugandans as we wait for His Excellency the President going forward and into launching his campaign rallies on 29th of this month?
I want to ask Ugandans that let us be very peaceful as we go for this election. There's no need for us to fight for the political office. We are not going there for war. We are going for political office to represent the people. If the people do not like you, just quietly pull yourself aside. Instead of fighting, instead of cutting one another with axe, with pangas, just because of a political job. I pray that our elections are going to be very peaceful. Our president has led the way. by having peaceful nomination today. There are no instance at all of violence. I want to ask that every other political candidate at the presidential level that is going to be nominated should do it peacefully. NRM has shown you the way that things can be done. You can see this mammoth crowd of millions of people gathered here in Kololo. There is not a single instant of violence. So I pray that everything is going to be peaceful, and I ask Ugandans that let us embrace peace as we go for this election. And finally, vote for President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, your only sure leader that will get you out of poverty, your only sure leader that will create you jobs and give peace and stability in your country.
Finally,
NRM party and Ugandans as he seeks again to take a country, Uganda, for another 5 years as the President of the Republic of Uganda. As we wait for him, we will keep on, of course, interacting with some members of the party, members of the general public who have gathered here. Of course, they are all reflecting on what exactly the coming 5 year will look like under the leadership of Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Joining me is one of the foot soldiers of the NRM party, all the way from
I'm from NRM Secretariat.
home district.
My home district is Butaleja district.
Butaleja district. As a youth, what is there to celebrate about this day, the nomination of Yoweri Kaguta Museveni?
Thank you so much. My name is Sovereign Hasasha. First of all, I'm a youth leader at the district and also in the National Youth Council, as well as working with the NRM Secretariat in the Office of Publicity and Public Relations as Executive Assistant. As a young person, I am so proud of His Excellency Yoweri, the President of Uganda, because he has given us opportunities as young people to participate in politics, to participate economically and in all spheres of life. So today I am so happy that my chairman of my party, because I am a strong cadre of NRM, I'm calling upon the young people outside there that our candidate, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, has been duly nominated today. And we are here because we could not escort him because to Electoral Commission because of restrictions, but we decided to come and be here to welcome our president, our flag bearer for the national resistance movement. And as young people, statistics say we are 78% of the Ugandan population. So I'm calling upon my fellow young people that we use this population to make sure we campaign for the president. The slogan of this campaign is protecting the gates. We know NRM has done a lot of things, so those things, of course, have to be protected. So that is why we are here to welcome our president, to show joy to our president, and also begin our rallies because we are soon going to start campaigning in different districts of the country. So wherever we are, I know some people are not here, but my sisters or my brothers, wherever you are in your district, in Butaleja, we shall come in Ajumani. We are going to start from Ruero. So we are going to move the whole country campaigning for our president. And I call upon young people, let us support President Museveni. He's a good candidate. He has brought stability in Uganda. He has brought empowerment programs for the young people. We have Emyoga empowerment programs like Youth Livelihood Program, PDF. The young population they get 30% of the PDF. UPE. I am a product of UPE. I studied in a UP school. And from UPE, I also went to USE. So it is the reason I based on because I studied from UPE, USE, and I went to university. I got a first class degree. So there are some people outside there who think when you study in a government school, you cannot excel. But I studied from UP and UEC, and right now I got a my degree and master's. So let us support President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni.
Everyone, when you give him or her an opportunity to speak about their candidates, they will repeat having more stories to tell us. Let me just share with the gentleman next, then we see what next on the agenda. We have all converged here for just one occasion to celebrate the nomination of Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. As a youth, when you start speaking about President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, what can you start with?
It's a pleasure me being here, and it's a beautiful afternoon. Thank you, dear listeners and dear viewers all over the country. We are much pleased and so much impressed to be here by the inauguration of His Excellency the President of Uganda, the founder of Uganda, the chairman of the party, and engage with the people to mobilize for His Excellency the President of Uganda as a party from the Eastern region, Tororo and West Padama South constituency to have a landslide win of 98%. We have engaged the category, the clusters of groups like the youths, separating the border, the circle, women circle group, and others, etc. And the message I'm sending outside there, whoever is not here, they should not think that they are left out. But we are going to come back on the grassroots. I remain the Honorable George Okesho for West Padama South constituency and the flag bearer of NRM who loves the party. And Opita Dipram has been set. You can see we are going to fight illusive versus equity. And that one, peace and unity, whereby His Excellency has brought for us the issue of social economic transformation of this country. We have moved all the way from the lower income status. Now we are in the middle income status. The long range, which they have given us according to the promotion of the GDP, the gross domestic products of Uganda, now it has increased to 44% compared to other days. I thank whoever is here. Let us promote His Excellency the President of Uganda. Let us vote in. Let us love our country. People from West Uganda, South Coast, I also say that really should love and vote for me. Come straight to 26. Thank you very much, dear viewers.
That has been Honorable Okecho from West Uganda constituency. Of course, he has been very elaborate about what the candidates of Yoweri Kaguta Museveni means. But of course, we shall keep on engaging different members of the general public, mainly the members of the NRF family, to share one or two insights about the candidacy, the person who is coming here, and that is none other than Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. So far here, the Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament, who also serves as the second national vice chairperson female, is already here at Kololo Ceremonial Grounds. The second, the second national vice chairperson, that is Right Honorable Anita Mongo, is already here at Kololo Ceremonial Grounds, but also the first national vice chairperson, Alhaji Moses Chigongo, is among those who have already taken up their seats here at the ground. Of course, with the Secretary General Richard Todong, I've seen Hampton Ogwa, the government chief whip, and so many. This is very endless. Joining me here is a colleague, also is just going to be very brief as we all continue to discuss on exactly what the future looks like as President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni seeks another 5-year term as the President of Uganda.
My name is Mr. Prosper Kuraje. I'm chairman NRM Barara District. We are very, very happy to see our chairman and our president getting nominated again. Now we are sure and knowing that the next 5 years we shall have peace, we have security. The roads that we have started will become done, the schools, the hospitals. We are very, very, very happy.
Mbarara, many occasions people have alleged you are one of the most benefiting districts when it comes to the leadership of NRA. Is this first and foremost true?
No, it's not true. The money we get is from the budget of Uganda, and they are locating Barara the way they allocate other districts. But at Barara, we really are happy because we suffered a lot in other regimes, security-wise. We don't have that in security. We really support our president.
Do you love to see in the coming term of office, the NRM government under the leadership of Yoweri Kaguta Museveni at least puts into emphasis for the region where you come from?
Corruption. They send money down at the district, then they steal it. In the hospitals, not drugs, but the money is sent. In the schools are not built. So we need to fight corruption so that the money they send it down there is used and benefit the local people.
Thank you. For the people of Mbarara, you have been ably represented by the chairman, NRM party, and he has just singled out one particular aspect of life where the NRM government needs to go on the drawing board to ensure that if they come to term of office, this is corrected. And they are saying zero tolerance, not zero tolerance for corruption. This has been a goal for many people, and President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni on different occasions, he has also enlightened and of course promise to put his energies behind the fight towards corruption because it has been singled out as the major obstacle to development. But just many people have said, even the president, that they have given him many resources going to the districts, to the constituencies, to the sub-counties, but of course corruption has been a obstacle in as far as ensuring that the beneficiaries of those intended programs get at the end of the day what fits them. I mean, improving their livelihoods. And if it goes on like this, of course, government will not be doing its scheme mandate of ensuring that it pushes most Ugandans out of the low status, but of course to the achievement of their workings. Joining me here is the honorable member of parliament. I'm not so certain of the constituency, but he will introduce himself, and of course we pick it from there.
I am Moses Ariho, the Deputy RCC Rubaga, Kampala.
Had given him a very much high rank of a member of parliament, but he has all the credentials. But of course, we return, he is the deputy RCC.
The Deputy RCC of Rubaga, Kampala. Today, we are here in Kololo. This is a clear symbol that John Yoweri Museveni, still, Ugandans still love him more than it was even in the previous. So as we come together today to celebrate his nomination day as his first nomination rally, there are a number of things we need to put into our minds. That Uganda in 1986, when the NRM government came into power, Uganda was almost one of the countries that were exporting refugees to other countries. But today we can ably say and confidently say that Uganda is the hub of refugees from other countries. It is a great achievement to Uganda as a country and NRM government. Then when we talk about the good government programs that have been put in place by government, like parish development model, a myoga that has equipped Ugandans economically. Each household has an income today. It is the reason that we need General Yoweri Museveni for another term. So when we have more programs put in place, following his manifesto and the NRM government manifesto, when we see all this that is happening, we see as the four core principles of NRM: patriotism, Pan-Africanism, socio-economic transformation. The other one is democracy. When we see the bigger number of people in Kampala and Kololo today, it is a symbol that Ugandans are able to exercise their mandate through a ballot to vote General Yoweri Museveni for another term. So to all our people there, supporters of NRM, even those who are not supporting NRM, it is the right time to look far and support General Museveni for another term so that Uganda can move and achieve more achievements that have not been fulfilled in this time.
Mr. RCC, to win an election, it doesn't come from Tulu. It starts from the preparation, the tactics. For this particular case, Rubaga as a division, what is in the offing to ensure that you secure victory, not only for President Museveni, but for other flag bearers of the NRM party?
First of all, as you understand that this voting is about democracy numbers. Our foots are on ground to make sure we mobilize and work with all the stakeholders using the NRM structures, the 30 from each village, the parish leadership, the district leadership, and all the wananchi, the people. I am of recent during the PDM tour. NRM, the president, invested a lot of money in these circles, the vendors, the tax operators, the border of recent. Just the other day on Saturday, we had a launch of border circle with about 110 billion, about 10 billion. So what does that mean? It means in Rubaga, we are set, and I can confidently say this time around, we shall have the biggest percentage supporting NRM.
Thank you very much.
That has been the resident district commissioner, in charge of Baga division. And for Kampala, we normally refer to them as RCCs. Of course, he is giving in an assurance that with the little the NRM government has put in place, they are very much sure that when they organize their team as NRM, their house, they will, of course, be in position to persuade most of the Ugandans to give victory or vote in the coming election. Joining me here is my sister Aisha from Sironko. She went through unopposed in the last elections of the NRM primaries, and she's here to share with us what exactly the people of Sironko are thinking about this coming election. Of course, we are starting with the nomination of Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. He has finally been nominated. What message do you want to share with the people of Sironko as far as this journey of securing another mandate?
Thank you so much, sir. My name is Mafabi Ashanablo, the NRM flag bearer, Sironko district. I am pleased to be here today. First of all, to welcome our president after being nominated as number one, the unopposed NRM party president. Secondly, the long-serving, well-established, gallant son of Uganda and Africa at large. First and foremost, I want to thank every Ugandan for supporting the party of NRM. We have achieved a lot as a country. We are incomparable to any other country, imagine. First and foremost, I need to point out that Uganda has so many things that stands out in the rest of Africa. For example, we have to protect the gain of peace. Uganda is the most peaceful country in Africa. In fact, we are so peaceful that we have exported peace around African countries. And the Ugandan passport is the most prominent, most respected passport around. So I am pleased. This is a gain that we need to protect jealously, indeed. Another thing that I need to thank our president for, again, we need to protect is we are the fastest growing economy in Africa. And that translates that the government has been working so well. And now the focus is to make sure every household, every person has money in their pocket. So we want to thank the president as Sironko, a leader of Sironko. I am truly grateful because number one, Sironko has been the second highest beneficiary of the PDM program. This is money coming directly into homesteads. In fact, there are some sub-counties in Sironko whereby one household got 5 times the father, the daughter, one family gets 5 million. There is a parish, sorry, sub-county in Sironko where there are people who love this party so much, they would wish to meet the president. I pray that when the president comes, he meets some of them.
That will be possible during the campaign.
Sorry?
That will be possible during the campaign.
Exactly. I look forward to Mzee coming because there is a lot of love for the NRM. So many people have transformed to the NRM. They support this party. They love it so much. And they're grateful for their president. He is more darling right now than ever before.
Honorable Aisha, if I let you proceed, one particular thing, I don't know, being a lady, a woman, and they have kept on almost in every election. You hear people saying from the corridors, women, women, they are the most supporters of President Museveni and NRM party. How can you turn down that discussion? Why do really women, why do most people think women are the biggest supporters of the NRM party of candidate Yoweri Kaguta Museveni?
First and foremost, the fact still remains that women are generally the vulnerable sex. And Mzee has prioritized our rights. He has empowered us in leadership structures. He has empowered us among the government programs. There are specific government programs for women. Why wouldn't we be grateful for such a leader? Uganda has more leaders in the high administrative position than any other country. Why wouldn't we be in love with him? All women love President Museveni. And truth be told, it is deserving. On top of that, he has consistently advocated for the different needs, the special needs of women. Right now, I am praying that when I go to parliament, I can advocate now for the teenage mothers, the young girls who have not been catered for to the fullest, although their issues have been discussed but have not been put into play. And among them should be reusable parts for every girl child. It's a right for every young child to have reusable parts. I conclude by first and foremost thanking the people of Sironko supporting NRM and the president. And I'm requesting you to mukadibu dakaunuko Mzee Imana Sironko. Mzee akola bitu bigari nabi indikulomba muwe mubuwa gisibu gari nabi. Inga kwaso bole kutuseyo chenda kuchikumi nasimye nabi ate suubira eti kakwagwera bulubukali sironko kuna kulakulana fe kuli balimi kweza kutandika ni muze nti shangaze kuli ukwalimira bidyo bye Uganda nasimire nabi. Thank you so much.
For the people of Sironko, the last part by honorable member, I mean, MP2B has been very clear in your local language. I guess you have got the information and the message behind it. But of course, she has emphasized that indeed the coming election, there's a lot of things you can reflect on if you are going to cast your vote. And if by mistake you feel there is a better candidate, you will think about our candidate, and that is the candidate of NRM party. Joining me here is the RCC. Mbali City. Wow. All the way from Mbali to Kololo. You can look at the weather. If in case it rains, will you run away?
No, we can't run away. This is our mosaic. He has secured our future. We want to thank all Ugandans for turning up in big numbers. People are all on TVs. UBC, thank you very much for embracing government programs. We want to encourage Ugandans who have secured our future. Right now, our theme is protect the gains. We want to encourage you to embrace all government programs. Have a Myoga, PTM, WEP, YLP, all Ugandans. The best way is to pursue our future, to love our president, to vote him in big numbers. We want to raise the percentage. In Mbale City, we want 39. By that time, he wasn't around, but you look around, you are meeting the 30, all the leaders. So come 12 of January, people they should line up in big numbers to vote His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. He has encouraged Uganda to now to save, to educate their children. Most of our sub-counties now, every constituency, there is a city school. We have a centers per constituency. Right now, our main target is to educate our children. We have so many government schools. There is a centers. I want to encourage the civil servant. Let's serve our people. Let's encourage to focus on effective service delivery.
Sarah Sisi, if I may ask, in the past, Mbale City has not been giving enough votes, if I may put it that way, to the NRM government or to the NRM candidate. What has changed in these 5 years, and what has been the issue at hand?
Government has introduced so many programs. We have Usumit, they have promoted Mbale City as a city. Now we are in mobilization. The best way we should now secure our future, to embrace government programs, to encourage the young one to vote for the president. Because he has even opened up skilling centers. Those who school dropouts, always encourage them to go to have skills in industrial hub. Then there is this new program, Pro. Those in government, in the business, they can get a loan, they secure that money to add with it to run the business. Then there is another program for web, for women. They have been giving them money to do business. They should save, they should pay. This is a developing fund. We are all Uganda, we need to support one another. Then another thing, peace and security. If you go to other countries, we are secure. Almost 40 years, we have no wars. Now the best way we are focusing on government programs, people to have peace, we have freedom of worship, we have cultural leaders. So we want to call upon all the cultural leaders to inform those who are following them, to embrace the government programs, to support government programs, to work to support one another. Then another thing, President has secured us. This is his last term. Can we mobilize from village to constituents, from constituents to parliament? We should vote all flag bearers. We should vote a leader with ideology. He has a manifesto. He has embraced many programs. Our main target to change their mindset.
Sisi, you come from Mbali. Lastly, this is my last question to you. There is a candidate who is also coming to contest against your candidate.
Our son of the say Nandala Mafabi.
What are the chances that he will give hard time to your
To
candidate?
call the people of Bugisu. Nandal is our own, but we should vote President Museveni. We shall talk to the President Museveni. He can give him another job as a governor, Bank of Uganda. government has so many places where you can fit him. We can even appoint him at the ministerial level. But now, the one who has secured our government, our future, is the President Museveni. We should vote in a big number. Nandala Mafabi should wait for next time.
That is the RCC from Mali City. It was very exciting. Of course, it is a democratic country, Uganda, and the president of the Republic of Uganda, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, has different occasions maintained that this is one of the achievements he has put in this country. Where people can freely participate in politics. They choose which side to go, which color to put on, and which slogan to take. Of course, that is under that same momentum that Honorable Nansala Mafabi is also fronting himself. But at least try to convince Ugandans if they will buy his ideas and agenda. Of course, they give him the mantle to lead Uganda as the president. But of course, it's going to be a competitive election season, and this is what we are beginning today. For those who are just joining us on TBC TV, we are still here at Kololo Independence Grounds, and it is the after party of the nomination of the candidate of the NRM party, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, who has been nominated this morning, of course, and he kicks off the journey of seeking another mandate from Uganda. Coming here, it's also a good Ugandan, a good citizen. He's also going to chip in into this discussion. We are all doing this as we wait for the arrival of the president here at Kololo, where as soon as he gets here, we shall kick off this program officially. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Yes, my name is Opio Abraham. Honorable Opio Abraham.
Honorable people.
Uh,
We are all speaking about one particular item. The nomination of President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has been concluded this Tuesday. But people keep on asking, what is new the NRM party is bringing with this candidate, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni?
Repeat the question.
I mean, what is new? What is there to celebrate about the nomination of Yoweri Kaguta Museveni as the party candidate for NRM party?
Well, with the president coming back on power, we are here to protect the gains from 1986 when he took over power up to now. We are protecting the gains to give him another Chisanja to see that he goes back, bounces back to power, and he brings what he has not accomplished.
Let's talk about the key sectors, education. If you are to rate the education under the NRM government, what percentage can you give to this government in terms of education sector?
The noise is too much.
I mean, honorable, let's single out a few sectors. And for this particular case, I invite you to speak about the education. If you asked to speak about the sector of education, to give a score to NRM party, what score will you give to your party in as far as the education sector is concerned?
For me, the president has performed purely very well. Education is well monitored. The district education officers, right from the minister up to the bottom line. There are seed schools everywhere. You have seen seed schools being given to all sub-counties, all parishes. Education sector is flourishing. Number two, the president has made education affordable in the whole communities all over the country. Education is very affordable. So when you go to schools like in villages and urban areas, let me talk about the villages. He has given access to education. I remember one time when I went across, I was here in DRC Congo. You realize that children study from 10 to 1 and education is done. They have no value for education. But for us, they have made education to become a key factor in our country. And therefore, we need to appreciate President Museveni for, first of all, making everyone know the value of education. And then he follows with developments up to the grassroots, bottom roots. Schools have been brought closer to parishes, to villages. People no longer move kilometers to access schools. Yes. And the seed projects now are spreading almost everywhere. Yes.
Thank you, Honorable. And of course, our viewers, we are continuing to engage more. You can take up your seat, sir. You can take up your seat. Well, this is Robert Onyango, and we are still here at Kololo Ceremonial Grounds. As I usher in the next speaker, I'm going to just speak to my coordinator. If he can get me someone from the NRM party and he shapes us the order of the day, I mean the program, on how we will be proceeding as we get as the president gets here, honorable colleague, if you can just move here and we speak about the agenda is already set. We are all here to celebrate the nomination of President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. What task do you give to yourself after today's business to ensure that at the end of the day, as members of the party, you walk the talk in line with the theme, consolidating and protecting the gates?
Thank you so much. My name is Chitu Moses. I'm the Public Relations Officer, Office of the National Chairman, headed by Hajat Khadija Namyalo Uzei. First of all, we're so much energized. This is a dream which has come to pass. When we started the journey with Hajat Namyalo, asking Mzee as the Bazukulu, Jaja, don't leave the main. The crowd and the public, they laughed at us. But we knew the task we were taking on. It is a dream that has come to pass. Today he has nominated, making him a presidential candidate. We are very sure Uganda, the man has built from nothing to something which everyone wants to take on. What we are saying this time around, that as the young people, as the Bazukulu, as the youth, this is our time, and we cannot go any further without the lead of His Excellency the President. Our Jaja is still capable, the values of which we believe in, the patriotism, socio-economic transformation, Pan-Africanism, we believe that His Excellency the President is going to pass on those virtues unto us. Before we change into a transition, we want a transition that is of substance. And this political term we are going in, his issue is zero tolerance to corruption. We have a corrupt official that is out there, be it in the NRM, be it in the opposition, be it anywhere, this is their time to stop. If they don't stop, it is a Bazukulu time, it is a young people's time. Jaja is just leading.
That's the same line of corruption. As a country, we have laws, we have institutions. What is not being done right to tap the issue of corruption?
One, the issue of corruption is within us. Corruption is within the NRM. Corruption is within the opposition. Corruption is in the churches. A generation is eroding because of the lack of values. One thing that we are sure about that is not being done enough. The institutions, the favoritism in implementation of the law, we believe it is ending this time. There is no person, whether you are who. Many times people, they have what they call gambanogo. Even if you are gambanogo, this time around, everyone will face the law.
Thank you so much. Honorable Rogers Mulindwa, I just want to chip in him into the discussion before I get to the colleagues here. He is in the better authority, better position to speak about this day. Of course, Honorable, it is excitement when you look around. How have you as a party managed to arrive on this day?
It is a very historical moment for NRM. We have walked a journey which has not been very easy from that cabinet of 48 people. And when we look at where we are today, we are able to celebrate because where we found 1,200 kilometers of tarmac road in the country, we now talk in terms of 8,500. Where we found one university, I can now proudly mention that in every sub-region of the country, we have a government university. From Kabale University, Mbara University of Science and Technology, Fankole, we have the one of Mon in West Nile, we have the one of Kulu in Acholi, we have the one of Lila in Lango, we have even in Uganda, Chambogandi. So those achievements are there. Where we found 60 megawatts of power, electricity, as commissioned by the Queen of England in 1926. We now have Owen Falls Dam alone, 620 megawatts. We have 183 megawatts of Isimba Dam. Where we had insecurity from border to border, now we have security from border to border. Where we didn't have like the health centers in Luwero, where I come from, Nakaseke Hospital, could cover Nakasongola, Luwero, and Nakaseke. We now have a health center for in every county. We have modified, expanded, rehabilitated government hospitals. We have built new, like a Chirutu and Kawempe. So we are happy that we can now tell the country that the president, in the names of Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, is here to protect the gains. We have registered some achievements, very many of them, which we have now to protect. And that's where we are. As the sensible Ugandans,
the day means a lot. We have been struggling a lot, but at least we talk now with pride that there's some work on the ground.
What will be the agenda as soon as the party chairman and the party candidate arrives here?
The agenda? Well, we are going to, of course, the manifesto launch, which is after tomorrow, on a Thursday. After that, we shall do the harmonization of the program with the EC. I don't know how many people will qualify, but we don't care about the number. But what is confirmed is that our campaign may begin in Luwero on 30th. So, as usual, Musei has always kick-started the campaigns in Greater Luwero. So we hope we shall be in Luwero again on the 30th. And then we shall continue with the country. The rest of the details will be given. Are we going to constituencies? Are we going to districts? That one will depend. But for Ugandans that have been here, this is a big statement, and we must thank them. It's a good work. Tumesema tumefurahi sana, asanteni, tumeomba Mungu awabariki, because people have moved long journeys.
If you see Honorable Rogers Mulindwa speaking in English, I mean in Swahili, just now the matter, the issue at hand is of course a very important one. I just want to end with a colleague here because I've been told the president is not far away from us. Just 1 minute. The celebration of the candidacy of Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, it is what has brought us today here. I can see you are not in the upstairs of your age. You seem to be in the middle. What is there to celebrate about the tenure, the years of Yoweri Kaguta Museveni under NRM?
Ebenezer, that's far. The Lord has brought us. Indeed, at my age, if it wasn't President Museveni's government, I wouldn't even be here. It has been such a government that restores hope to the hopeless, that makes those ones whose families were nowhere where we are. Indeed, we are here to celebrate a legacy, a good journey that has been walked. Everyone should celebrate the good governance of the NRM government. Indeed, we have a reason to celebrate, and I call upon every Ugandan to protect the gains of the NRM government.
Very short. I have one person remaining here with me. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon to you, sir.
Let me have your names and, of course, what you have to speak about this nomination. What you want to see President Kaguta Museveni, your party chairman, focus on in the term of office which he's lobbying for.
Thank you so much. Constantine Okui is my name. I come from Kibale County in Palsa District. I'm the flag bearer for Member of Parliament. I come here to support the nomination of President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni because of two things. He understands rural transformation and he understands how to represent Uganda in the global space. As far as rural transformation is concerned, I am aware that in the next 5 years, we shall have more people coming out of the subsistence economy through PDM and other programs like MIOGA. We are sure, as the people of Kibale County and Palisa, that we shall have more roads worked on. We shall have our peace extended. We shall have the youth being trained. We shall have the youth being taken to start businesses, to join the formal sector, and above all, these gains like the free education, the gains like USE, the gains like presidential hubs for training of the youth. Thank you so much.
Okay, Major, just 30 seconds and you hand back. The president is coming. What do you share with us as a mobilizer in the city?
Nsooka kusiima omutonzi okukuuma omukulembeze w'eggwanga lyaffe n'amukuuma n'amutuusa ku lunaku luno. Nsiima abantu bonna okujja mu bungi okubeera ku mukolo guno. Ate nkubiriza abavubuka bajje bakubire akalulu muzeeyi ate bamakinge sure bakuume emirembe ate bakuume eggwanga lyabwe.
Webale nnyo Fande. Well, we cross back, we cross over to the arrival. Now, that on your screen is the arrival of Yoweri Kaguta Museveni here at Kololo Ceremonial Grounds. I'm Robert Onyango.
Alhaji Moses Chigongo akulembedde ttiimu y'abakulembeze aba National Resistance Movement okugenda okumwaniriza Kasabo ne Banjabo si mulala atuuka. Kutekake mikono. Hatuna tumbo la mtoto. Kirano. Chama ya chupa. Watani. Yes. Ah. Watampera watu.
Kuba kofira ambrera bendera kumujia na wori kumena kuba wanika Seleko Yes.
Mpozi bano bakaonyewo.
Led by Archbishop Dr. Moses, the General Overseer of the National Fellowship of Born Again Churches in Uganda, and the representative of the
this movement. I raise an altar in the name of God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit. On this altar, O Lord, we invoke your power to fight the sin and unseen battle in the journey of becoming the next president of this country. Let this altar also speak life, victory, and protection over him. We decree that no weapon formed against him shall prosper. Every negative and wicked plan, confusion, or weakness be consumed by the fire of the Lord of hosts. On this altar and on this day, I declare, arise, O Lord, and fight for the son of Musei, Amos Kaguta, and Esther Kokundeka. Be his shield, his fortress, and his strong tower. Grant him physical strength, spiritual vitality, and emotional stability. Renew his youth like the eagles. Keep him in perfect peace and health. Surround him with divine helpers. Let angels of war and ministering spirits work with him in the name of Jesus. Grant him wisdom and discernment. May every decision he takes be guided by your spirit. Cause his campaign to be fruitful. May Uganda raise a banner of triumph in your name. Father, we speak this day of Jehovah Sabaoth. You, O Lord, arise and fight for the peace and the destiny of Uganda. Arise and scatter every power that resists peace, stability, and progress. Arise and establish the throne of leadership upon righteousness, justice, and truth. As the presidential flag bearer enters these nomination campaigns and elections, let him finish strong. May his strength not fail, his health not break, and his vision not waver. Uphold him with your righteous right hand and crown him with victory. Today, we dedicate his life to you, O Lord. Let, O Jehovah, arise and let the purpose of God for his life and for Uganda come to pass. Almighty God, the ruler over the nations, the one who appoints leaders and directs the affairs of men, may your word in Psalm 24 come true that, Lord, you are the one who owns the earth and the heavens. Therefore, we lift before you today your servant, that as he is nominated and presented as the presidential flag bearer, Lord, may you guide him, may you lead him, and may you strengthen him. Let your blessing be upon our nation. In Jesus' name, we have prayed. Amen.
And Shaaban Ramadan Mubaje. With me is the Hajati Sophia Kenyanji, the national chairperson of the Uganda Muslim Rabbil Alameen. والصلاة والسلام على رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وسلم. أما بعد, in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, we gather today here at Kololo Ceremonial Grounds, united in faith and purpose, to seek your divine blessings on this significant occasion as we nominate His Excellency General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni as the National Resident Movement's presidential flag bearer. We humbly ask for your guidance and protection. O Allah, we thank you for the peace, stability, and progress Uganda has achieved under the NRM's leadership. We praise you for the restoration of security, development of infrastructure, advancement in education, and economic opportunities that have uplifted all communities, including Muslims. As the NRM's theme emphasizes, protecting the gains as we make a qualitative leap into high middle income status. We pray that you bless our nation with continued growth and prosperity. We express gratitude for the steadfast leadership of His Excellency General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, whose vision has guided Uganda towards unity, peace, and development. His commitment to equitable governance has created a nation where all citizens can practice their faith freely and participate in national development. We pray that you grant him wisdom and strength to lead our nation toward a brighter future. Oh Allah, we pray for a success campaign season and a resounding victory for the NRM. Grant them wisdom, strength, and unity to share their vision with charity and compassion. Bless their campaign with success, safety, and harmony, allowing them to connect with every Ugandan and inspire hope for a better future. May their leadership further strengthen the bonds of goodwill among all communities, ensuring that Muslims and all Ugandans thrive in a nation of justice, equality, and opportunity. We pray for a peaceful and fair election process, free from division or discord. Guide the NRM and its flag bearer to a resounding victory so they may continue their noble work of building a united, prosperous, and inclusive Uganda. Oh Allah, protect our nation, unite our people, and bless our leaders with success in their endeavors for the common good. As you say in the Quran, and uphold firmly to the rap of Allah altogether and not to become divided. Therefore, I request the NRM community to be united and have the victory. Amin, Amin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
We want to thank religious leaders for that prayers. And Your Excellence, amongst us, we also have Omukama Ruhanga Owobusobozibisaka, who is here with us also. Your Excellence, the President of the Republic of Uganda, the National Chairman of the National Resistance Movement, the President of Uganda, the NRM, the Mama, first of all, we want to welcome you from the nomination process. We want to thank you for leading us always to victory. And as you led us in that process, we are confident that we are going to lead as always. Your Excellency, allow me at this juncture to introduce our leaders amongst us. We take this opportunity to introduce the members of the Central Executive Committee who are here with us and who have contributed to the nomination process. We have Speaker Republic of the Parliament of Uganda, Right Honorable Anita Anet Among. We have Deputy Speaker of Parliament. We have Prime Minister, Deputy Prime Ministers, the Cabinet Ministers, members of the National Executive Council, the members of the Diplomatic Corps, the members of Parliament. We have leaders, Patriotic Legion Uganda, who are here with us, led by Mike Nwachira and the Secretary General David Kabanda. We want to also introduce the members of the executive committees from districts of Uganda that are here with us. We want to welcome also the members, Parliament, 65 mayors with us here, sir, and leaders. Your Excellency, allow me at this juncture invite the Secretary General to lead us, Right Honorable Richard Awan, the hard engine of the Party Secretariat. We want to thank you for leading us, and we want to say it's leading progress. Thank you so much. You're welcome.
Hello. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, the Chairman of the Party, our flag bearer, we mostly welcome you to Kololo. Our mother, the facility, we thank you so much for keeping our father very strong and smiling. May God bless all of you. I take the opportunity to recognize and acknowledge the presence of every leader here present.
Mr. President, before I make my brief remarks, allow me introduce to the members the nominators and seconders of your candidature. And I request that you allow the Right Honorable Dr. Rugunda, who nominated you on behalf of the party, to come and say a few words on behalf of the team that he led. And as he comes, I request that my sister, Honorable Charity Lemia, should come by. She is seconded the nomination. May we receive Honorable Dr. Rugunda in three us on behalf of the team nominated. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Secretary General Dr. Ron. Your Excellency President Yoweri Museveni and Mama Janet Museveni, the leadership of the National Resistance Movement, and all the members, it gives me great pleasure to say a few words on our candidate for the President of the Republic of Uganda for 26 to 31. We now have a candidate. I have known President Yoweri Museveni since we were students, and we have worked quite closely together in many ventures. He is somebody who is committed as a Ugandan and as a Pan-African. And is somebody who has given literally his life for the liberation of Uganda and also for the liberation of our continent. He led a number of wars to liberate the country from dictatorship. In 1986, when he captured the power with National Resistance Movement and National Resistance Army, he pulled the country out of the dungeon to a country which all of us are now very proud of. He has restored unity, brought stability, and indeed pacified the whole country, and all of us are very proud of united, pacified Uganda. He has also done a lot in the social and economic infrastructure, and the details will be given to you by our party. But suffice it to say that in case of the social infrastructure, Ugandans were dying in big numbers when power was captured in 1986. We had 120 children per 100,000 dying before their first birthday. Because of a successful immunization program and improved health services, the number has now dropped from 120 to about 25. This is a big victory in the social sector. On the economic front, the president and his government are trying to empower all the people through various programs, including PDM and the like. We are now going for a phase which is a critical phase, a phase of transformation, transforming the country's economic infrastructure. It is therefore crucial that all of us unite and work hard to ensure that this tested leader is given great and more mandate to lead the country in the next 5 years during the years of transformation. I have no doubt, Your Excellency, that you will overwhelmingly win, and all of us are going to be frontline cadres to mobilize the rest of the country to ensure that you massively win and become the president again. Thank you. Our partner from Vuram, who is now other Miss Shai Lenya, in 2 minutes on behalf of the young people of Uganda.
On behalf of the young people of Uganda today, I congratulate His Excellency on his nomination. Your Excellency, I'm extremely honored to be nominating you today. Your Excellency, this nomination today is not just a testament. The microphone is disorganizing. Okay.
It's for the youth.
Okay.
Nation speaks for the young people.
Your Excellency, the microphone. Can I remove this?
Yeah.
Okay.
But don't go. Stand there.
Your Excellency, I'm a very good speaker, but I don't know what has happened to the microphone. I think better now that I'm holding it. On behalf of the young people of Uganda today, I congratulate you, Your Excellency, on cabinet session. Your Excellency, this nomination is a confirmation that the covenant between you and our people of Uganda still stands. And as the young people of Uganda today, it is our responsibility to contain and consolidate the gains and the achievements of our president. We are willing to take that on. And to my fellow young people, let us detect from the politics of identity, of religion, and of tribalism, so that we can come together as young people and build our nation. Lastly, Your Excellency, this is a very historic moment for me as a young person. In my election, with 80 men, defeated all of them. I kindly request a historical picture with you as well, Your Excellency. God bless Museveni. God bless and God bless Uganda. Thank you. Thank you, SG.
Yeah, you can do it. Hey, you there! Your Excellency, in the spirit of unity, we've been working together, the Secretariat, with all our good, well-wishing comrades.
Allow me in 2 minutes invite the person of the Patriotic League to come and make a statement and call upon the members of the Patriotic League to join hands in the campaigns we are going for. Mr. Vice Chairman, in 2 minutes.
Your Excellency and Mama Janet, I recognize the protocol. I want this opportunity to congratulate our chairman, our front bearer of reaffirm. Your Excellency, I represent National League of Uganda. That's right. That's right. Hey, hey. That's our chairman. I take this opportunity to call upon all of you that we are ready to support and ignorance that brothers. I call upon him to show our commitment and we are ready to support our president and our ignorance that brothers. Ah, hey, I thank you so much. So much. Your Excellency, we have enjoyed your friends, the Kasachuna. I that house, they want to join Uganda in government. They were dancing before us here. So much. Excellency, Your Excellency, today is a special day in the history of the party. I need to make this clear to members that your candidature this year was demand driven. The members of the party demanded that you offer yourself to contest in this election. And we thank you for accepting the voice of the members. Ours is to appreciate you and thank you for tirelessly fighting us, nurturing us, and building a country which is solid. As we move forward, protect the gains we have scored over the years. The things that nurtured is a testimony to everybody. If we require to come on the microphone, we testify about your goodness to him or her as an individual. So we thank you. We run for party and we call to support your signature. NRM to build a Uganda which is progress, united, and focused gains of sport over the years. We thank you so much and up to you, members. I don't know what to back. You have to move house to house, door to door, state to state, button to button to look for votes for and for all our flag bearers. I invite those who think flag bearers. We have we elected national leaders. Today we are nominating a presidential flag bearer. On the 29th of this month, we shall be launching our presidential campaigns. But again, we shall invite a few of you to come for the launch of the manifesto that will be our working document.
Our social platform and the promises we shall make the Ugandans will also be contained in the manifesto we shall be launching. With so much, we wish you all the best. With coming in this big number and may God bless you all. Thank you so much.
Twebaza Secretary General wa NRM n'abalala naddala basembye kandidate wa NRM ngayosayosa okuba nti amaze okuwandiisibwa ate n'okulaga nti olw'ebyo by'akoze asaanidde okwongera okutukulembera. Your Excellency President, ate chairman wa NRM, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Jjajja waffe Ssaabalwanyi, ate Ssaabawanguzi, eriyo olutalo lw'okulembera ne tutaluwangula. N'olwekyo ne ku mulundi guno tuli bamativu nti ogenda kutukulembera kututuusa ku buwanguzi. Mukama wange ekkiriza tuli naffe abayimbi, ekitongole, the entertainment industry has reached where they have reached because of the peace and stability and the enabling environment that you put up. And therefore, that is why I am the Master of Ceremonies here as the Deputy Secretary General of NRM, assisted by Honorable Katoto Hatwip. And on the other side, we have our brother Bebe Sadi leading the other side, and allow me, sir, to invite him to get some entertainment from his team, and then we shall fall suit. Anyway,
Gentlemen, introducing Trina. Yeah, no, that's me. DJ.
Tukwamiriza studio sakifiria sema mwagalwa wa manchi ulichoba mkuseri mosokupe konse kuita ubitwenya mbili wakuzono wachopu kachinda chorisebo wasala magezi choka chikamne twapuraba watokutandika tangatono ochusetebo Elio mano prega cazimento Occhionungi Araya che ti giocazzare ai Savi sagiga Oh, cazzo Savi So Charity Chechatasa, Chakagetura, Hallelujah, Chisanetura, Chatoyatus, Hallelujah, come on, Hallelujah, Hallelujah, Chisanetura, Chatoyatus, Hallelujah. Right. Puto huevo la noche la va. Nanti mukatyoga kanji na mfuko motu wanekada kwa tela sabu kama na tena let's go through the side side that everybody can come on come on side side everyone side side everybody see the side side everybody just Hallelujah. Echisange. Abasaba museya itemu. Hallelujah. Ebibi byange. Betanate. Betanate. Omuntu bw'akola ekyo kyasuubira kwe buli bukuusa bwagutuma egesiye n'abantu awulira essanyu mu ggwe ntakase ekyo kuseeyo nkikoze oyimiriddewo nyukaaka omubiri abaana bakwesingamu we bafa Kuseyi makalulu kuseyi makalulu akalu kuseyi 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 Kwata bulungi ensonga amagezi gano okumanyira kino eggwanga likyagala omuntu asibalabe n'omubuuza we balina ensi wadde abo nagamba oti tusinza okote n'amiini museeyi oli ayitakyekuseeyi Okuvaanoona Uganda eyeesimbisa wate wakyaliwo ebikande n'ebyokoseeko kiragala okukyusa mutukaaga netuweekaakwekane omuntu asaabankula abakyese oba basomye okuba omuntu Kuseyi, 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 Thank you so much.
Allow me at this particular time invite the second National Vice Chairperson of the NRM, Right Honorable Anita Annette Among, the Speaker of the Parliament of Uganda, to come and speak to us. We again want to welcome, you remember members when we were here, we were electing the leadership of the party. And therefore we have the vice chairpersons of the party of Central Region, Northern Region, Eastern Region, Western Region, Moja and Kampala, plus all the chairpersons of all the leagues. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, and the NRM candidate for President 2026-2031. Mama Janet Museveni, the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, the SEC members who are here, the ministers, the members of Parliament, and all the protocol observed. Your Excellency, today is not my day. All the people who are here are waiting to hear your word. But before I call the first National Vice Chairperson, we want to thank you for transforming this country from instability to stability, from despair to hope, from poverty to opportunity. As we celebrate the peace and stability in Uganda, the security that you have brought in Uganda, we as the women of Uganda can assure you that we are going to give you our unwavering support and look for the vote. The youth of Uganda are ready to support NRM and make sure this time we get 80+% of the vote. And as I said, we come with new energies and we'll make sure we deliver the vote. We want you to continue protecting our gains. May the good Lord bless you, bless NRM, bless Uganda. As you continue leading Uganda, we love you as our president, and we want to thank you for accepting to be our candidate of NRM. God bless you. I want to take this singular honor to invite Alhaji Chigongo, the first national vice chairperson of the mighty party, NRM.
Your Excellency, the President of Uganda, and our Chairman, the First Lady, Mama Janet Museveni, the Right Honorable Prime Minister, Deputy Speaker of Parliament, our former Vice President Museveni, ladies and gentlemen, allow me first of all to use this opportunity to congratulate our chairman for having gone through the nominations. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Today, we are opening up a new chapter, which the President is going to talk about. But I want to thank all of you who have come to this function. We are very grateful and we thank you very much and we thank you for your support. Please keep it up. We appreciate that. Your Excellency, allow me, sir, to introduce to you the former SEC members who are here. I will ask them to stand up so that they can wave to you. Can you stand up, former SEC members? In the same vein, I want also to introduce to you the new elected SEC members. Can you please also stand up and wave to His Excellency? The new group which I'm going to work with. I wish to thank you for the support which they have said here. They are going to support the movement. That's very good. We need to work together. We need to work together. Let us unite and work together. Those who want to start independent, they give me headache because to me they think they are bigger than the parties we have. A movement party is much bigger than ourselves. And if you are not fit in that bus of ours, please don't disturb us. Just get out and stay there. And we are not going to allow to campaign any member of the movement who subscribe to the ADRM movement. You are not supposed to support independent candidates. We have got to support our people. Those who are with us, we have got to support them. People who are having our flag, we don't want our flag to fall down. We have got to support it to make sure anybody with a flag goes through. Your Excellency, sir, it's not my day to give speech here, but the people who are here with us and those who are on TV in their homes, they are eager awaiting for your word. I therefore take this opportunity to invite you to come and address them. But before you address them, I will have to hand over the flag to you to start moving around. Let me.
kubanga akwasiddwa bendera tukira endera kubanga ye kabaka w'entalo ye yaleeta emirembe yagoba obutasoma yagoba endwadde zinnamutta era kati akwasiddwa bendera nga kandideeti waffe ye Ssaabawanguzi n'alema muusale eyo bendera gy'akutte ye bendera empanguzi nga tunyweza ebyo ebituukiddwako muzeeyi wuyo akulembedde nga tukakisinda okutuukazi ye Ssaabawanguzi Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Bendera yeeyo eya nsi yaffe NRM. Thank you very much.
the first. Kale mwebale, mwebale, mwebale. Mwebale. Kale mwebale. I greet all of you. Baramusiza mwena. Mwena baramusiza. The Right Honorable Vice Chairman of the NRM, Haji Moses Shigongo, the second Vice Chairperson, Anita Mong, all the other Vice Chairpersons, the Secretary General, the Deputy Speaker, the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, the Right Honorable Prime Minister, all the other leaders, members of SEC, members of NEC, members of the National Conference, all the leaders of the NRM who are here, and the Sapari, and supporting the NRM. I would like somebody, I want to thank all of you, the NRM,
Somewhere never met NRM. The work what now
and I want to thank
charity.
and I thank all those who signed the forms for the nomination.
Yeah, but now never pay no. We cannot same about yeah.
You have shown the tricks in NRM.
Tulatse amanyi NRM terina.
Omuzikano now, and I want to thank the religious leaders for the wonderful prayers they came here. First of all, the meaning of production and distribution. Ate n'engeri gye tubigabamu oba gye tugabula, okukola n'okugabula, production and distribution. Put it in better Uganda.
Ebintu bye tukola ate n'engeri gye tubisaasaanyaamu gye tubituusa ku babyetaaga.
Now, with the production,
Ku ebyo bye tukola,
I want to thank all the, I like always to give you some examples. Let us see Joseph Ijala of Serere.
bw'ogenda ku by'obulimu ayagala okutuwa bye tulabirako nga ijala kuva Eserere.
Hello, my name is Joseph Ijala. I'm the proprietor of Teufa Farm, which is located in Serere in a place called Kakusi, where we are. And in Teufa, we have dairy, poultry, and we're also making laundry bar soap. But we also have the value addition aspect of the farm, where we produce yogurt and packaging it for the market. This project started 11 years ago after an inspiration from His Excellency, the President of Uganda when he had come here and he was teaching people about the 4-acre model. He was having a rally in Soroti. And that time I was working as a taxi driver. We was doing that muscle business in Soroti. So when I had this, when I heard he was around, I crossed to go and listen to this story. And he was talking about a 4-acre model, how to improve household income. So when I came back, I was fired because I delayed there at the city. So when the guy said, you go and eat those ones that you had. But I had already this land, 2.5 acres, but I also had local chicken here. But after hearing that, I got inspired to put in more effort on raising this chicken. So I raised the chicken to think about 100 of them. Then I
No,
got a small.
we don't have time to hear the whole story of Ijara, but some of you have seen it before.
Tetulina budde bumalayo kyakulabirako kya Mami Ijala naye kirungi nti bangi mubadde mubiraba.
That is an example of wealth creation in agriculture.
Mu byobulimi.
Obugagga obukola ssente. The commercial agriculture.
Obugagga obukola ssente. Obugagga obukola ssente kuyita mu byobulimi.
Now they contrast with the second sector, factories.
Tulabekera kuno byakafeero.
When they get the factories, they will show them to us. That is the second sector of wealth creation.
Bugagga.
Kekabondo.
Kekabondo akadde.
The third sector is services, border, hotels, and so on.
Akalala bwe buweereza okugeza amawulire n'ebirala.
And the fourth sector is ICT.
Eryokuna y'erya tekinologiya.
So those are the ones engaged in wealth, in production in the modern sense.
Ebyo mu mulembe guno oguliko bye twenyigiramu okuleeta obugagga obuvaamu ssente. Obw'omulembe.
Now, 12 years ago, only 32% of the homesteads were engaged in that wealth creation.
Emyaka 12 emabega abantu ebitundu 32 ku 100 abaali beenyigira mu bireeta obugagga ebyo.
68% were outside, not engaged in production of wealth creation form of money.
Ebitundu 8 ku 100 baali tebalina kye beenyigiramu kw'ebyo ebireeta ssente.
I'm glad that with the efforts we have done, that figure has now gone down.
Pulezidenti musanyufu nti ku maanyi agateekeddwamu namba y'abo abaali batalina kye beenyigiramu ekabeeredde ddala.
By the last census, only 33% were outside the money economy.
Era okubala abantu abakaggwa ebitundu 33 ku 100 be bokka abatalina kye beenyigiddemu.
Now, that's how production is now.
Awo we tuyimiridde ku kubanga tulina bye twenyigiramu bye tukola ebireeta ssente.
And it is those wealth creators who give us what to distribute.
Abo abaleeta obugagga obwo be batuwa ate bye tuweereza oba bye tusaasaanya.
When we talk of roads, the money we use is by these people.
Bwe tukola ku nguudo ssente ze tukozesa bantu abo be bazireeta.
When we talk of schools, of health centers, everything of security, of defense, these are the wealth creators who create money that we use.
Bwe twogera ku byobulamu, ku by'amasomero, ebyokwerinda n'obutebenkevu, abantu abo be baleeta ssente ze tukozesa.
Therefore, I am now appealing to the 33% to join so that they also create wealth in a modern way.
Pulezidenti afuba omulanga eri ebitundu ebyo 33 ku 100 okunyigira mu bintu ebyo bireeta obugagga mu eno ey'omulembe.
And this is what guides our slogan of protecting the gains, but also achieving a qualitative leap forward.
Ekyo kwe kuva tulaba kwe tugenda okutambulira nti tunyweza ebyo bye tutuuseeko ate
Now you can see the wealth of the factories.
kaakati mulaba ku TV zaffe ezo amafactory agabadde koogerwako.
So the money we are using to do what we are doing to advance factories.
N'olwekyo esente zonna okuteeka obuweereza mu bantu singa abo abakola emirimu mulaba.
So therefore, don't listen to others who
N'olwekyo muwuliriza abayimba abali mu bwogezi.
what we tell you is the reality.
Gate mazima.
You money
N'otulate
then so that's why we are saying that we have achieved, but we are going to make a leap forward, or take a leap forward to come out of it and go to new levels.
Yes, asinzire okulaba tekayonga mu maaso abaana bebe mu nsi bakulaakulana.
And therefore, nobody should say that me, I have not yet gained anything. If you have not, you will if you listen.
Omuntu ati nze sirina kyefunyeemu kubanga bw'owuliriza era takuba kyofuna.
The witness of those people are people who listen to the message.
Obunafu bwabo
omujulizi
abawuliriza
they are the ones you are listening to here on like in Jara.
abawuliriza balabye era muwulidde nga mwami Jara.
Now, therefore, where we are going is exactly to make sure that everybody joins the money economy as an owner, a worker, and then we go to new level.
Tulaga nti kulaba nti buli omu yeenyigira mu kireeta ssente nga nannyini
and also go to a new level. Now, you know the agriculture, you know what it is, you know what factories are, you know hotels, but what you did not have here was our ability to make our own automobiles. I'll show you the automobiles we are making here.
by'obulimi mubimanyi ebyamaeko ne byonna naye waliwo tubadde tumanyi wano
ebyaffe
tubyekolera tebivudde eruwaggunga.
Those boxes you see are all built here in Jinja.
Zikolebwa wano ejjinja mu Uganda.
And they are called Kira motors.
Era tuziyita Kira motors.
Let's show them again. Show them again. So therefore, when we say we protect the gains, but also make a qualitative leap forward, that's what we are talking about.
Nti tulina okunyweza ebituukiddwa ate tugenda mu maaso kitegeeza.
And when we launch the manifesto, we shall give details of all this. And all this is around principle number 3 of the NRM of achieving socio-economic transformation.
byonna biva ku nnyingo yokusatu ya NRM eby'obufundo eriba Uganda bonna.
You need to become modern people.
Mulina okubeera
And in order to support you in this coming Sanja, to achieve that, we have a number of programs.
era mu kubayamba okutuukiriza ebyo tulina programs nnyingi ez'enjawulo.
Simanyi mu Luganda walimu ekigambo okweyubula to transform yourself.
Okweyubula gye kiri ssebo.
Yes, like omusota gwejjako eddiba ekadde ne kuteekawo eddiba the news.
Obujja
ng'omusota bwe gwejjako eddiba ekadde. Put it in better Luganda.
tugenda kweyubula ng'omusota bwe gweyubula ne gujja eddiba erikaddiye n'olaba eddiba epya ate nga ddungi.
Now, in order to assist everybody to change, like this snake, remove the old skin and grows a new one.
N'olwekyo okuyamba buli omu okweyubula.
We are going to, number one, maintain PDM.
Tugenda kulaba nti PDM esigalawo.
But also add another 15 million shillings per parish per year now for the leaders in the area.
Era tugenda kugattako obukadde 15 ku buli muluka mu buli mwaka nga ekyo ky'abakulembeze.
Because now the leaders were not allowed to compete for the Kasumoro Fund of the Wananchi.
Kubanga abakulembeze babadde tebakkirizibwa ate kulwanagana ku ziri miliyoni 10 ez'abantu aba bulijjo.
So we are now going to add another 15 million. This is for the leaders now.
N'olwekyo tugenda gattako obukadde 15 nga buno bw'abakulembeze.
In that parish.
Mu muluka ogwo.
And we are going to discuss who the leaders are. We shall go into the details.
Era tugenda kunnyonnyola okulaga mukulembeze ki gwe twogerako.
Then emyoga will continue.
N'emyoga gigenda kwongera ogenda mu maaso.
Now, for the rich people like Yoweri Museveni, those will go to UDB.
Era abagagga nga Ssaabalwanyi General Museveni abo bajja genda mu UDB mu banka eya Uganda Development Bank.
There is also money there for them.
Eyo nayo eriyo ssente zaabwe.
But we are going to start a new nsawo for fisheries, for fishermen.
Era tugenda kutandikawo ensawo empya ng'eyo y'abavubi.
In the landing areas.
Eyo ku myalo.
Because we found that the money you need to start as a fisher person is more than what is under PDM now.
Kubanga tukizudde nti essente ze mwetaaga ng'abavubi zisinga ku ezo ze tulina mu PDM.
So we shall create their own nsawo landing area by landing area, their own fund.
N'olwekyo wagenda kutondebwawo ensawo ey'abavubi okuva ku buli mwalo.
I want to bring back my idea which I had brought many years ago.
Agenda kukomyawo ensonga gye yaleetako emabegako.
I had brought an idea that a university graduate who has left university and has not got a job for 2 years should go to a certain fund where he can borrow and start his own or her own.
Yali yaleeta ekirowoozo nti omuntu amaze okusoma ku yunivasite n'amala emyaka 2 nga tannafuna mulimu nga agenda kuba ng'alina wajja okubaako omulimu gw'atandikawo.
We are going to create a fund for university graduates who have not got job for 2 years.
Wagenda kutandikibwawo ensako ey'abamaze yunivasite abalina diguri basobole okuba nga batandikawo emirimu.
We have already started the ghetto funds.
Tumaze okutandikawo ensako y'abageto.
We have already handled the groups of Kampala.
Tumaze okukola ku gurupu z'e Kampala.
We have dealt the groups of Mbale.
Gurupu z'e Mbale.
We need to do with the groups of Jinja.
Tugenda ku z'e Jinja.
And other ghetto groups.
Ne ghetto groups endala n'ebibiina by'abageto ebirala byonna mu ggwanga.
They will have their own showers.
Nabo bagenda kubeera n'ensako yaabwe.
Then the borders.
Kati okwo kw'ogatta aba boda.
The ones of Kampala, we have already dealt with them.
Aba Kampala abo bamaze okukolebwako.
I was able to put 10 billion for their groups.
Era yataddewo obuwumbi 10 mu nsawo yaabwe.
We are also going to deal with the other groups at the right time.
Era ekiseera nga kituuse ne groups endala nazo zigenda kukolebwako.
We have also activated the fund of the skilling hubs.
Era tuzuukusiza ensako ey'abo gye batendekera emirimu gy'emikono.
In the 171 districts and municipalities, we have started the fund of the graduates of the skilling hubs.
Era mu districts wamu ne municipality 171 already ekyo kitandikiddwa.
Now finally,
ekisembayo,
I've been discussing with religious leaders and cultural leaders. They also need their own funds.
Abadde akubaganya ebirowoozo ne bannaddiini wamu n'abakulembeze ab'ennono nga nabo beetaaga ensako zaabwe.
I'm talking about the leaders.
Ayogera ku bakulembeze, abakulembeze ab'ennono n'abakulembeze mu ddiini.
We are going to create funds for the respective groups.
Era wagenda kubaawo ensawo zaabwe eza gurupu ezo zonna.
According to their groups.
Okusinziira ku gurupu zaabwe ez'enjawulo.
This will be for the leaders. The other people can go to the parish because they all have a parish.
Ensako eno egenda kubeera y'abakulembeze ab'ennono ne bannaddiini, naye ffe abakkiriza n'abantu ebitundu ebyenjawulo tujja kuba nga tugenda miruka gyaffe ku parish development model ne programs endala.
Now, all this is to ensure that nobody is left behind.
Kino kyonna bino byonna bigendererwa okulaba nti tewali asigala mabega.
Therefore, where we are going, apart from the wealth creation, which is very crucial, for the distribution, we are going to emphasize the following issues involving the masses.
N'olwekyo gye tugenda mu maaso ku bintu bino byonna ebireeta ennyingiza, ebireeta obugagga, nga tubimaze tugenda kunsaasaanya naye nga bye tugenda bikola mu nkola zino wammanga.
Ezikwata ku bantu aba wansi. Put it in better Uganda.
Kyekyo muzeeyi ebikwata ku bantu abatandikirwako.
Number one, PDM and funds for the leaders.
Ekisookera ddala ye PDM n'ensako ey'abakulembeze.
Number two, drugs in the health centers.
Ekyokubiri, eddagala mu malwaliro.
We are going to fight against the theft of drugs in the health centers.
Tugenda kulwanyisa ne ssekulwanyisa obubbi bw'eddagala mu malwaliro.
It is not true that the government cannot provide efficient health care.
Si kituufu nti gavumenti tesobola kuteekawo byabulamu ebyetaagisa. Ebimatiza.
Example, immunization.
Ekyokulabirako okugema.
Immunization is working very well.
Okugema kutambula bulungi nnyo.
That's why I don't see anybody with the polio here.
Y'ensonga lwaki wano talabawo omuntu yenna alina polio.
Because all these are NRM children.
Kubanga abali wano bonna baana b'NRM.
The ones of polio were the UPC ones.
Abo abaalina polio be baali mu mulembe guli ogwa UPC.
N'ogw'abazungu. The colonial time. So, if immunization can work well, all the other efforts can also work well.
N'olwekyo bwe kiba ng'okugemebwa oba okugema kutambula bulungi n'ebirala byonna biteekeddwa okuba nga bitambula bulungi.
The third effort is fighting crime.
Ensonga eyokusatu kulwanyisa obumenyi bw'amateeka.
There is peace in the country.
Waliwo emirembe mu ggwanga.
Nobody can bring war here.
Tewali akyayinza kuleeta lutalo wano.
Because NRM will destroy him.
Kubanga NRM ejja musaanyaawo.
The UPDF will destroy him.
Ejje lya UPDF lijja kumusaanyaawo.
But crime is there.
Naye obumenyi bw'amateeka we buli.
And this is where you, the leaders of the NRM, in your structures, you need to supervise your areas and ensure that the police people do their work.
N'olwekyo mmwe abakulembeze b'NRM mulina okubeera bannampala mu bitundu byammwe nga mubirondoola okulaba nti obumenyi bw'amateeka buno bukolebwako.
That the police do their work.
Nti poliisi mulina okulaba era okulondoola okulaba nti poliisi ekola omulimu gwayo.
And if they don't do their work, they are held accountable.
Era bwe baba tebakoze mulimu gwabwe baba bavunaanibwa.
The fourth area are the roads, the tarmac roads and the maram roads.
Ensonga y'okuna ge makubo, amakubo aga kolas n'agattaka.
We are going to ensure that the laxity of allowing a tarmac road to first deteriorate And then you come to repair it when it has already developed potholes, like the road from Mitiana to Mubende to Fort Portal will not happen again.
Tugenda kufuba okulaba nti obulagajjavu obubeerawo okulinda oluguudo ne lumala okuyenjebuka ng'oluguudo olw'Emitiana Mubende, ekyo kigenda kuba nga tekiddamu kubeerawo.
Because there are people who are in charge of that road.
Kubanga waliwo abantu abavunaanyizibwa ku nguudo ezo.
How does it come that a road which was very good can deteriorate and then we come later when it is already impassable?
Kiyinzika kitya okuba nti oluguudo olwali olulungi lwonooneka okutuuka ku sseeryo nga terusobola na kuyitwamu?
But all of us must also be clear in our heads.
Naye naffe ffenna tulina okubeera
clear.
Tulina
abatangaavu.
Tulina okuba nga tulina obutangaavu
about the issue of prioritization.
Ku nsonga ya ki kye tusoosowaza.
The issue of prioritization.
Ensonga y'okusoosowaza.
Because, for instance, people put pressure and money is diverted to creating new districts, new cities, and so on.
Lwa nsonga nti abantu bateekawo embeera ne tujja ssente ku bintu ebirala ne tuziteeka mu district ezitondebwawo.
So, instead of first ensuring that the basics are done first, the roads are done first before you do any other thing.
N'olwekyo tulina okulaba nti tusooka ne tukola enguudo nga tetunnakola birala byonna.
Now, this pressure, you put money to create new districts, then the roads are deteriorate. What planning is that?
N'olwekyo embeera eno gye tuteekawo ne twagala okutondawo districts ng'ate ssente zandikoze ebirala, olwo tuba tuteekateeka tutya?
So therefore, let us also agree that certain things must be done first before other things come in.
N'olwekyo tulina okukkiriziganya nti waliwo bye tusooka okukola ng'ebirala tebinnabakolwako.
Pressure for salaries for some of the public servants.
Okugeza okuteekawo embeera okwongeza emisaala eri abakozi.
So let's first ensure the tarmac roads are all maintained well, the new ones are also done, and the Manam roads are also maintained well.
Tusooke tulabe nti enguudo za kolas zikolebwa bulungi n'ezitandikibwawo nga nazo zikolebwako n'emirimu emirala.
Because the roads affect everybody.
Kubanga enguudo ffenna zitugasa.
Whether you are working for the government or doing your own work, private work.
Kya gavumenti oba nga weekolera mirimu gyo.
So it's not fair to remove money from the majority interests to the minority interests.
N'olwekyo si kya bwenkanya okuggya ssente ku kintu ekiyamba abantu abasinga obungi nga kiyamba ekitundu ekitono ddala.
Those are some of the pressures that make mistakes come in.
Ebyo bye bimu ku pressure gye tuteekawo ekireeta embeera eyo.
The other issue is the issue of the water.
Ensonga endala y'ey'amazzi.
Water for clean water in the villages.
Amazzi amayonjo mu byalo byaffe.
To ensure that there is a safe water source or sources per village.
okulaba nti waliwo amazzi amayonjo mu byalo byaffe.
Now, finally, the, the, the issue of fighting corruption.
Ekisembayo y'ensonga y'okulwanyisa obukenuzi.
Fighting corruption should be partly done by you, the people.
Ensonga y'okulwanyisa obukenuzi mmwe mulina okusooka okutandikirako. Ekitundu ekimu kirina kukolebwa mmwe.
Because you are near the scene of crime.
Kubanga muli kumpi n'awakolerwa obumenyi bw'amateeka obwo.
The money is sent to the parish.
Sente zino ziweerezebwa mu miruka.
Like the one of PDM.
Okugeza ng'eza PDM.
And it is announced.
Ate nga zirangiddwa.
So you should ask, where is this money?
N'olwekyo mulina okubuuza nti sente zino ziruwa.
Yes, you can wait for the president to come and intervene. But also, because you are the one who is near, why don't you help in tracing this money?
Kubanga tusobola okulinda president okubaako kyakolawo, naye gwe ali okumpi gw'olina okusookerwako okutandikirawo okubuuza sente zino we ziri.
Now, the other issue we are going to work on is irrigation.
Ekirala kye tugenda okukolako kwe kufukirira ennimiro.
You can see that the weather sometimes is a bit unreliable.
Nga bwe mulaba embeera y'obudde oluusi tetugyesiga nnyo.
I was in Bunyoro recently. They have got more rain there than here now.
Okugeza pulezidenti abadde e Bunyoro naye ng'enkuba teriiyo nga bw'eri eno.
There is more rain there in Bunyoro.
Balina enkuba nnyingi e Bunyoro okusinga eri wano.
So it is a bit risky to go on without irrigation.
N'olwekyo kiba kizibu nnyo okusinziira ku mbeera y'obudde nga tetufukiridde ennimiro zaffe.
Before I conclude the issues of the masses in this Kisanja, I want to ask Mama to talk a bit about the question which was raised this morning about the school fees and salaries and so on.
Nga tannaba kumaliriza ku nsonga ezitukwatako ffenna, kayite maama waffe ajja ayogere ku nsonga endala eya school fees.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Excellency. Please allow me to stand on says protocol because I want to just say something brief. I'd like to answer a question which was asked at the Electoral Commission's press briefing of the President on education.
Maama alina ensonga gy'agenda okuddamu ku byenjigiriza.
But I wanted to give you a background
Naye kasooke atunnyonnyole kwe kiva.
I want you to understand because the journalists there said that some of the children still study under the trees.
kubanga waliwo munnamawulire abuuzizza ekibuuzo eri mu kwewandiisa nti wakyaliwo abaana abasomera wansi w'emiti.
And I wanted to take you back and remind you about the population of Uganda in 1986.
Maama ayagala atuzzeeko emabega atujjukize ku Uganda mu 86 twali abantu bameka.
In 1986, the population of Uganda was only 14 million people.
Mu 1986 mu Uganda twali abantu obukadde 14 bwokka.
And now, 2024, we had the population census, and it was 46 million people in Uganda.
Kati mu 2024 bwe twamala okubala abantu okwa bonna twakisanga nga tuli abantu obukadde 46.
That therefore means that the children also are more than the children we had in 1986.
Ekyo kiba kitegeeza nti n'abaana be tulina kati bangi okusinga abo abaaliwo mu 1996.
The number of districts in 1986 were 33 districts.
Mu 86 twalina districts 33.
The districts now are 135 for 2023.
Kati tulina districts
135.
tulina districts 135.
Okay, so the primary schools that we had in 1986 were 5,320.
Mu 86 twalina amasomero ga primary 5,320.
2025, we have 12,000 schools, 549.
Mu mwaka guno tulina amasomero ga primary 1,249.
At the time when we started UPE, we had only 6,880 primary schools.
Bwe twatandikira bonna basome twalina amasomero 6,800.
6,880.
6,880.
And now, let's see, we have sorry? Go there and say it. But in secondary school, so what I'm driving at is to show you why we have some children who still have no schools. Not others.
Kwe kutunnyonnyola lwaki tulina abaana abasomera mu miti.
Because now, as I have just said, we have 12,549 primary schools.
Tulina amasomero 1,249.
But we still have some children who do not have schools. I do not doubt that.
Abatalina masomero.
I do not doubt that.
Ekyo takibuusabuusa.
So in the schools, we had 459 government schools in 1986.
Mu kinana mu mukaaga twalina amasomero ga siniya 459.
But now we have 1,524.
Kati tulina 1,524.
And I can go on. I wanted to first show you what the problem is, because most of the children who come from poor families can only access education from government primary schools.
Asobola okweyongera naye kyagezaako kutulaga nti tulina abaana abava mu families ezitali bulungi nnyo naye ate nga basobola kugenda mu masomero ga gavumenti gokka.
Now, that journalist also talked about salaries for government
Ayogedde ne ku misaala.
For government secondary school teachers.
Emisaala egy'abasomesa abasiniya mu masomero ga gavumenti.
The science teachers' salaries have been enhanced to 4 million per month from Uganda shillings 960,000 5 years ago.
Emyaka 5 emabega omusaala gw'abasomesa aba science gwayongezebwa okuva ku mitwalo 96 okutuuka ku bukadde 4 buli mwezi.
Arts teachers, their salary is as follows for those on the government payroll. The degree holder gets 1,078,000 per month before taxes.
Mu masomero amasomo aga arts omusomesa mu ssomero lya gavumenti afuna akakadde kamu mu emitwalo 708.
A diploma holder.
Owa degree.
Yeah. Now the diploma holder gets 784,000 before taxes.
Owa diploma afuna emitwalo 708 mu 14,000 nga tonnaggyako musolo.
That is in government schools.
Mu masomero aga gavumenti.
Salaries vary between 350,000 per month and 1.3 million, depending on the financial capacity of the school.
Mu masomero ag'obwannannyini aga siniya omusaala gutandika $35,000 okutuuka ku kakadde kamu mu emitwalo 3 okusinziira ku busobozi bwa nannyini ssomero.
And government is going to have to enhance the salary teachers, arts teachers.
Gavumenti egenda kwongera ku musaala gw'abasomesa aba arts.
And across board, even the civil servants in government and everywhere.
Gavumenti bonna bagenda kwongerwako.
So when we say that teachers should not stop teaching now because of salary, we mean it, and they should understand where we have come from and where we are going, and continue to teach, believing that the NRM government is going to finish what it started.
N'olwekyo bwe tugamba nti abasomesa tebagaana kugenda kusomesa kubanga kye twogera tukitegeeza ate era nga kigenda kukolebwa.
I can go on, but you know, education sector is a huge sector, but I wanted to clarify on those issues of children who have no classrooms and teachers whose salaries have not yet been enhanced.
N'olwekyo asooka okutegeerayo nga bwe mukimanyi nti ebyenjigiriza bigazi nnyo, naye ayagadde okunnyonnyola kijja kitya abaana abamu okuba nga tebalina masomero ate n'ekikwata ku misaala egy'abasomesa.
But I want to say that going forward, as the President has said, when we talk about the qualitative leap, I believe that all these gaps will be filled and all the schools will be sufficient in the whole country, and schools that need rehabilitation will be rehabilitated. So what we need to do is to ensure that we unite Uganda and give NRM government and president another term so that the NRM government can continue what it has been doing, what it started. It is the only one which will finish it.
N'olwekyo bwe tugamba nti nno tugenda kwongera ku mutindo n'enkulaakulana y'eggwanga, tutegeeza nti emiwaatwa gino gyonna gigenda kweggalwawo, n'amasomero amalala gabeerewo, n'okwongera okulongoosa ago agaliwo. N'olwekyo kyatusaba nti twongere okwesiga NRM, tugiwe ekisanja ekirala okutwala ebyo maama ayongera okwebaza n'okuyozaayoza Uganda ne NRM olw'ekifaananyi kino eky'obumu ekiragiddwa era kye twongera okulaga, era ng'asaba Katonda nti ayongere okukulembera pulezidenti waffe ng'awangula akalulu kano ate n'okwongera okutwala Uganda mu maaso, agiwe omukisa.
Well, I want to thank Mama. I want to thank Mama. I want to thank Mama.
Muzeeyi ayagala okwebaza maama.
She brought out the facts, the bwino.
Aggyeyo bulungi bwino.
We had 5,000 government primary schools in 1986.
Twalina amasomero 5,000 aga primary mu 1986.
Aga government.
Aga government.
We have now got 12,500 or something like that.
Kati tulina agasoba mu 1,125.
Now, the parishes are not so many.
Kati emiruka gye tulina si mingi nnyo.
I don't know, Yarahanga, can you tell us the parishes we have now? Yarahanga.
Mwembya Ruhanga agenda kutubuulira emiruka gye tulina.
And the Gomborolas.
Emiruka wamu n'amakombolola.
Your Excellency, we have 10,716 sub-county parishes in Uganda. The sub-counties are 2,191.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Tulina emiruka 1,716 n'amagombolola 2,009 mulimu.
So now you hear, if the government primary schools were properly distributed, we would have a primary school in every parish, because we have got 12,500 government primary schools and the parishes are 10,000.
We've
got more primary schools than the parishes.
N'olwekyo mulaba Kino kiraga nti senga amasomero gaali gagabanyiziddwa kyenkanyi mu miruka gyonna, buli muluka gwandibadde kulina essomero, kubanga tulina amasomero mangi 1,012 n'okusoba, ate nga emiruka mitonoko giri 1,716. Nolwekyo tulina amasomero mangi okusinga emiruka.
So there is some carelessness in giving more secondary schools per parish, more primary schools per parish, rather than insisting on having a primary school per parish.
N'olwekyo kiraga nti wano waliwo obutafaayo nnyo okuwa omulukumu amasomero nga lisoba mulimu ate n'ebaayo amalala nga tegalinaamu.
We are going to correct that.
Ekyo tugenda kirongoosa.
We are going to be very strict.
Tugenda kubeera bakakali.
Bakambwe. Tugenda kubeera bakambwe ku nsonga eyo.
Tugenda kubeera bakambwe.
Now, on the secondary schools, we have got 1,500.
Ku masomero ga siniya muwulidde tulina 1,500.
The sub-counties are 2,000.
Ate nga amagombolola gali 2,000.
But all these are mainly new sub-counties.
Naye okusingira ddala gano magombolola mapya.
If we had kept the old sub-counties, which were like 1,000, by now every sub-county should be having a secondary school.
Senga twasigaza amagombolola ge twalina 1,000, kati we tutuukidde wano buli gombolola lyandibadde lirina essomero lya siniya.
So this means that we need to be more careful in the future
Kino
when we are talking of creating new administrative units.
Kino kitegeeza nti tulina okubeera abeegendereza ennyo mu maaso buli lwe twogera ku kutondawo disitulikiti oba amagombolola oba emiruka emipya.
So we should start with the buweereza before we talk about the structures.
Tuteekeddwa kutandikira ku buweereza nga tetunnaba kutunuulira madisitulikiti oba magombolola oba miruka.
Now, finally, we have just gone through primaries.
Ekisembayo nti twakamala okubeera n'okusunsula mu kibiina kyaffe ekye-NRM.
There were allegations of some mistakes.
Waliwo ekigambibwa nti waliwo obutali bwenkanya
Wano na wali.
obutali bwenkanya wano na wali.
Now, I have told our members in Nyankole ward of Tokoza. Tokoza is when a pollutant goes into the tea.
Ategeezezza bamemba baffe nti mu Lunyankole waliwo ekigambo kye bayita okutokooza nga waliwo ekintu ekigudde mu caayi.
You need to be careful before you pour your tea to see what the pollution is.
Nti olina okubeera omwegendereza nga tonnayiwa caayi oyo nga totegedde kiki ekyo ekiguddemu.
If it is a leaf from a tree, you can remove the pollutant and you drink the tea.
Nti senga kibadde kikoola ekivudde ku muti, osobola okuggyamu ekikoola ekyo nga tonnayiwa caayi.
And you drink the tea.
Caayi ye n'omunywa.
But if it is a fly, then that is too much. You pour the tea.
Nti naye ate bw'eba nga nswera yeegudde mu caayi, ate ekyo kiba kinene oba olina omuyiwa.
So we need to not to divide ourselves because of this.
N'olwekyo tulina obuteeyuzaamu olwa kino.
What you do, you get facts.
Kye muba mukola mufune obukakafu oba bwino.
Because these primaries took place during the day.
Kubanga okulonda kuno kwaliwo misana.
And people were lining up.
era abantu baali basimba layini bayisimbye emigongo
and it was witnessed.
era nga n'abalala bonna baali babalaba.
So the idea of, for instance, altering results
N'olwekyo ekyo eky'okukyusa ebivudde mu kulonda
was a stupid idea,
kintu kya busiru nnyo,
because if I am careful with my supporters, my agents,
kubanga bwe mba mwegendereza n'abo abakuuma akalulu kange,
I will know that here the results were this, they were altered.
nsobola okumanya obungi bw'obululu bwe nafuna ate n'okulaba nti baabukwatamu oba baabukyusa.
And then I bring those facts.
Ebyo ne mbijjayo, amazima ago ne ngaggyayo.
And that is a crime
Obwo bumenyi bw'amateeka.
under the Penal Code of Uganda.
Obwo bumenyi bw'amateeka era kubeera musango gwa nnakomola okusinziira ku tteeka lya Uganda.
It's not just a problem of the party, it's a problem of the Penal Code.
Si kizibu kya kibiina kyokka, naye kizibu kya tteeka eritwala obumenyi bw'amateeka mu ggwanga.
So instead of being angry and you divide yourselves, be systematic and audit backwards.
N'olwekyo mu kifo ky'okunyiiga mubigobe nsonga ku nsonga ng'odda emabega. Mu kifo ky'okunyiiga ne mweyuzaayuza mubirondoole nga mudda emabega, ensonga ezo tuzimanye.
And then I am here, you have elected me as your chairperson. Once I get a well-written report, I will cross-check.
N'olwekyo ye nga ssentebe w'NRM bw'anaafuna lipoota eyo ajja kuddayo yeekenneenye alabe obuzibu we bwali.
You know very well we arrested some of the registrars.
Mumanyi nti abamu ku baregistrars baffe baakwatibwa era bali mabega wa mitayimbwa.
So there's nobody who is immune.
N'olwekyo tewaliiwo atakwatibwako.
The problem is the bwino, the facts.
Ekizibu ye bwino oyo.
So I thank you very much for supporting me.
President yeebaza nnyo abeebaza olw'okumuwagira.
I want you to remember the 6th of May 2025.
Ayagala tujjukire nga 6/5/2025.
When we all went back to our villages to check our membership.
Bwe twaddayo ku byalo byaffe ne tukebera obwamemba bwaffe obw'NRM.
I went back to Rwakitura.
President yaddayo Rwakitura.
And Mama went back to Irenga.
Maama ye n'agenda e Irenga.
And we checked the registers.
Ne bakebera register zaffe.
In the whole country. In the whole country.
Mu ggwanga lyonna.
And we had more than 20 million members.
Era twalina bamemba ab'NRM abasoba mu bukadde 2.
Then 18.5 million of them were voters.
Nga kwabo obukadde 18.5 baali balonzi.
So the people who are doing bad things to divide us are selfish people.
N'olwekyo abantu abo abakola ebikyamu okutuyuzaayuzaamu bantu bannakikwanyizi.
Okunyiiza abantu.
Abakola ebikyamu ebyo okunyiiza abantu bannakigwanyizi.
But what we should do is not to be over-annoyed, to be systematic in exposing them.
N'olwekyo kye tulina okukola bwe butanyiiga nnyo naye ne tuggyayo ensonga ezo tusobole okulaga obukyamu bwe baakola.
And we systematically tokora to remove the pollution.
Mu ngeri ennuŋŋamu ne tusobola okuggyamu ekyo ekiyingidde mu kyayi.
With facts.
N'amazima era ne bwino.
Facts which are provable.
Amazima ago nga gasobola okukakasibwa.
And it is easy because the voting was in public.
Ate kyo kyangu kubanga akalulu kaali mu lujjudde.
And during the day.
Ate nga misana.
Now, if you didn't have reliable agents who can now be bribed and also collude, that's now another problem.
Kati bw'obanga tolina ba agent bw'oba olina ba agent abateesigika kakati ate eyo nsonga ndala.
So please remain united. We shall sort out all those pollutions.
N'olwekyo musigale nga tuli bumu ebyo byonna tujja bigonjoola.
I was very happy to see all of you here.
President musanyufu nnyo mwenna okubalaba mu bungi bwe muti.
And when I was going through with Mama, I could recognize many of the faces.
Era bw'abadde ayitamu nga bajja ne maama alabye bangi b'amanyi.
So I'm very happy.
Musanyufu nnyo bya nsuso.
NRM Jew. Mwebale nnyo mwebalire ddala.
Mwebale nnyo mwebalire ddala. Sebo wetaba President twagala okubebasa. Museveni twagala okubebasa General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni olw'okubanga ye kandidate era buli kyatuwangulira ne tulonda ate ne tutegesa abantu bonna. Oweekitiibwa President, njagala bannaddiini basaba ekifaananyi ku lunaku luno olw'enjawulo bafune ekifaananyi nammwe ssebo basabye bafune ekifaananyi naawe era katubasabe basembere kumpi awo. Your Excellency twagala kusabayo oluyimba lumu kusanyuseemu nga naffe batusanyusa omuyimbi omu.
DJ Ryan, chosen DJ.
Hold on. See, let me hold on. Nakuya kama kile na lero. Tunachukua msaya tatu. Kama msaya kwenye sema baje. Vitu vibara. Tunachukua lero ni kile na lem. Kuya katika kutoka kukutana na kutazama hayo. Kulala na tuzo.
DJ Ryan.
Katuyimirire nga tutandika n'olwakuna East Africa.
Awesome.
Twanziza nnyo tweyanzeege. Twongera okwebaza n'okuyozaayoza candidate wa NRM ku bwa pulezidenti wa Uganda, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, ye Ssaabalwanyi waffe, ye Ssaabakunzi, ye Ssaabawanguzi. Naye nga twongera okwebaza abateeseteese olukuŋŋaana luno lwaleero eno gaggadde, nga twebaza Central Executive Committee eyabadde ekulembeddemu, nga twebaza Secretary General akulembera Secretariat wamu ne National Treasurer ne Deputy National Treasurer ne Organizing Committee yonna olw'omulimu ettendo ogukoleddwa. Taata waffe ne maama batusiibula, naye mbakakasa nti abayimbi bangi nnyo 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 era tukyaliwo wano. Twebaza buli alina ky'akoze okulaba nti olukiiko luno olukuŋŋaana luno lwaleero gaggadde nga efaananye bw'eti ate era etulaze ekigenda mu maaso. Kandidati waffe nga ayongera okutusiibula, twagala muzeeyi okwebaza ennyo olw'okutukulembera. NRM